Now, they are celebrating at the Ashburton branch of the Dartmoor Search and Rescue Team at the moment. In June, they launched an appeal, just in June, to help them find a new control vehicle when they realised the one that they had was on its last legs. Well, they've now exceeded their target and then some. They've now picked up their new vehicle. Excellent news. Keith Lambeth is part of the team. Keith, well done. Did you ever believe you'd been able to raise so much money so quickly?
Hi. No, we're absolutely blown away. I mean, all fundraising, it always feels like you've got a mountain to climb when you look at the sum that you need, but we've learned that if we just are diligent and patient and plod on, we get there. But this has absolutely knocked our socks off.
Were there several large donations, or was it just plain and simply hard work, taking ones, twos and fives?
It was. There's an element of that underpinning it, but then that got, as I say, absolutely dwarfed when we received a contact from a lady in South Devon offering us the sum of £20,000 in memory of her late husband.
Oh, well.
Project, which was, as I say, absolutely stunning donation. I think it's the biggest single donation we've had for a specific project. She'd seen our appeal and wanted to do that, as I say, in memory of her husband. So we were just absolutely flabbergasted.
Lovely gesture.
We absolutely. We were knocked back on our heels from that, and still just couldn't really believe that. When we had a further contact from Newton Abbot Hospital League of Friends, who said that having heard about the work that we do, they'd like to pledge a further £10,000. And so within 1 week, as opposed to the several months that we were anticipating, we suddenly found ourselves in a position to move on.
It is nice to hear stories like this. You do wonder whether there's charity lag out there, but obviously not in Devon.
Absolutely, and it goes on as well, because I mean when we then went to is it okay to the supplier of the vehicle?
Go on then.
Pottery Commercials in Newton Abbot. They did us a very, very good deal and managed to source us a virtually brand new van with a discount, with extra fittings free of charge. Again, so these three parties that have come together to actually really, really support the work that we do. It's absolutely staggering.
Superb. Who was that company again?
That was Pottery Commercials.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We've been told we can't mention Pottery Commercials ever again.
No.
That's fine. How many times? Oh, right. Being told off here. But listen,
and also the donors for the vehicle that we're replacing. We've had our current vehicle for over 10 years now, and that was supplied by a well-known brewery in Cornwall. So again, we are 97% of our funding comes from public donations and companies that support our work.
Right.
We just could not operate. We couldn't offer the service that we offer to the local community without that support.
Fantastic. And that might be a brewery with Austell and Saint in the title, but again, we couldn't possibly comment.
Again, you may suspect that. I couldn't.
Listen, I've got to say, because I happened to meet one of your members this morning, you have been out at the weekend and fairly pushed this weekend as well. If anyone wonders what the Dartmoor Search and Rescue Team does, it is not exclusively to Dartmoor looking for walkers.
No. This weekend, brief potted resume. This weekend on Friday, we were called out to support the ambulance service, a traditional moorland job. There's a lady with a broken bone in her ankle, right down on the Dart between Dartmead and Newbridge. Very difficult spot to access. Very traditional mountain rescue sort of effort. When we got her out, I think it was less than an hour between the stretcher arriving with her and her being up on the roadside with the ambulance, which was a good piece of work. Then, as you say, where we get called out anywhere in Devon, last night we were out in the east of the county supporting our colleagues from the Oakhampton team, North Dartmoor Search and Rescue Team, looking for a lady that the police believed was possibly a risk to herself. Right. Which is an increasing part of the work that we're undertaking these days.
What job does this vehicle do, though? Is it a control vehicle?
It's a control vehicle, so it's effectively, if it's the only vehicle that arrives, all of our vehicles are planned so that if it's the only vehicle that arrives, it can be effective in all roles. But primarily this one is for search management, so we have radio systems for communication with ourselves, with Coast Guard, military and police aviation assets. We have computers that manage our call-out procedures, right, so that we can tell who's going to come to a call-out and how long they're going to take to get there. We have search management computer on there as well, so that we can plot plot which areas are being searched, how many members are searching that area, project the time it's going to take, and the probability of detection within that area. So there's all of that element to it. It also carries equipment, medical equipment, gases, stretcher, rope and water equipment as well if that's needed, can be packed into lockers on that.
Wow.
So when you see us out and about, you can't miss us. It's got a 10-metre high radio mast.
Right.
So
I've just had an idea, Keith. Obviously, it is my car rally on Sunday. Is there any chance you could bring it along?
The new one has not been fitted and liveried yet.
Ah, right. But when it's...
I'm certain that we once it is, we would love to. Or alternatively, we could bring another vehicle along, and or even bring the current vehicle along.
Be ideal.
And,
if you can come along, and I'll track you down on when it is fully operational, and come and see what your new baby can do.
Superb. I'm sure would you like to mention when and where the car rally is going to be?
The car rally is this Sunday, the 16th. It starts on the Hoe. It's open from 11 a.m. for the cars and 12 for the public to come along. So if you'd like to trundle up there, we'd be delighted to see representatives from the Ashburton branch of the Dartmoor Search and Rescue Team. It'd be fantastic, Keith. Thank you.
Well, we'll certainly attend. We'll look forward to that one.
Grand stuff. Keith, look after yourself, and I have a sneaking suspicion with this weather coming in, you might well be needed again later on.
Absolutely. Our swiftwater technicians will probably be looking at the rainfall and smacking their lips with the thought of getting in some running rivers.
You're a weird bunch, but thank you very much indeed. Cheers, Keith. Bye-bye. 0345 301 1034. That's